Wolf Pack, what's going on? Your boy, the Wolf of Roto Street, rotostreetjournal.com. We breed and feed fantasy wolves here with your Thursday night football fantasy tailgate, your sit-start show, and you probably have some juice going because we got a potential shootout. We'll see how the weather holds up and everything, but Teddy Bridgewater and those Carolina Panthers facing off against Matty Ice and the Falcons. Plenty of weapons on both sides, probably the juiciest Thursday night football game we've gotten all year, and maybe we'll get all year. So stoked about that, although a little depressed about some things going on Thursday night football tonight. We'll just get right into it. You know, as always, I'm going to be updating my rankings as we go live on the sit-start show, just because there's plenty of notes to cover. My number 5 running back suddenly is not playing, but of course, as always, too, the goal of this show is to hit your sit-start questions. So bear with me for the first 15, 20 minutes as I rip through some important notes that you should know anyways, so bear with me. You're welcome for updating you on this crucial stuff. But first, let me take a nice swig of this 10% triple IPA from Bissell Brothers. Beautiful beer here. Because Christian McCaffrey, not going to suit up tonight. Quite disgusting, quite depressing. Kind of expected, but still, the whole non-contact red jersey getting swapped off, the whole fucking banana land, like ultimate dramatic reveal, just not going to come to fruition tonight. So ultimately, as you can see in the rankings, McCaffrey, number 5, a hopeful number 5, an owner in 2 out of 3 leagues, and especially depressing because I am, of course, facing, where is he? Where the fuck is he? Mike Davis. This bag of shit in my main league. So what a switch, going from thinking I'm getting 25 points to probably facing 25 points. Right here in that tier 2 of running backs, had 9 catches last time out against this team. Also facing Robbie Anderson tonight. So yeah, it's going to be a good old one of those, huh? But depressing. If you had McCaffrey, obviously he's sitting on your bench. Hopefully you're smarter than me, and you got Mike Davis too. I wasn't willing to bid $40. Now I wish I had bid every fucking inch of me to go get him because, goddamn, I miss Mike Davis. I miss Christian McCaffrey, and this is going to be a tough swing for owners. Other stud running backs that probably won't be suiting up this Sunday. Aaron Jones, one of them. He remains sidelined with his calf injury. We know this is the most cautious training staff to ever exist, as Devontae Adams live tweeted against these guys. So don't expect to have your stud. I don't have him ranked any further, but I do, as you can see, have Jamal Williams up to running back 13. Honestly, might even leap up into this top 10. It's a matter of, who of these, the Boston Scotts, the Gio Bernards, the Jamal Williams, all these upside handcuffs, because as we know, Gio Bernard not seen at practice, probably not going to play. And also, Miles Sanders not practicing, unlikely to go. So these handcuffs that were all RB1s this last week, all 16 or more points, all ready to go do it again. Of course, the pricing on DraftKings won't be quite as cheap, but you're going to get some volume, you're going to get some carries. Don't fall for AJ fucking Dillon, a thick pair of legs, sexy as fuck, but not going to do anything for your fantasy teams. That is why these guys, though, these backups are ranked so highly, including, again, the ultimate handcuff, Mike Davis, coming for my ass. Now, if you don't mind giving this a like wherever you're at, thumbs up on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, any retweets, comments, and shares that'll get this out would be so huge to help us get discovered. So thank you so much, Wolfpack. And if you haven't already subscribed wherever you're watching, but especially on YouTube, you want to hit that 1,000 subscriber reach, because that way we can monetize and do some interesting things with it. So Wolfpack, give us that thumbs up, give us that subscription. We would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Now, far less studly of a running back this year, at least. That's Mark Ingram. He is sidelined Thursday and seems unlikely to go, which does put J.K. Dobbins. I'll bump him up over Jerick McKinnon's shit ass. Fuck you, Jerick McKinnon. Loser. Absolute loser. J.K. Dobbins, though, Pittsburgh, not the best of matchups. And Gus Edwards, honestly, might see more carries, but I think he gets a little bit of a bump up. And the rumblings, too. So far, and I meant to add a note as well. We'll talk about DJ Dallas, but Carlos Hyde, not a big deal, is the latest on his hamstring. So we'll talk about where he slides in a second. Let me just get that note in there. But yeah, Dobbins, this could be. I would love to stash Dobbins, and I've seen him dropped in a lot of places. So go check, go scramble, because there is the upside that this guy is the 2020 version of Miles Sanders. Ugly committee, gross system, solid overall offense, but just not seeing the volume to become a legitimate, consistent fantasy producer. But let's say he gets 15 touches this week and he thrives with them. Like, I think, honestly, he will. Again, Pittsburgh, not the best. If God only this could have been Atlanta or fucking like Las Vegas, the Raiders. Like, come on. But it's the toughest possible matchup, 32nd. Still, I think Dobbins is so goddamn good that he could do some serious work with just 15 touches. And if they roll, if he thrives, maybe, just maybe, we get a consistent hot hand here. Or maybe it's Gus Edwards. Fuck it. Somebody could emerge here. And that's the important thing, because otherwise we're stuck with a fucking nightmare of all hell committees. Nobody playing over 33% of the snaps. 14 touches last week for Gus Edwards was by far a season high. 11 was the next closest. It's ugly. It's hideous. It's disgusting. And Phillip Lindsay, not that important himself, but he does get cleared through concussion protocol, does not practice. That's obviously going to have some big implications for Melvin Gordon, who I have pretty high right now at 15, a few spots higher than the ECR, and that's assuming Lindsay doesn't play. Now, should he play? You're looking at right around this range. Carlos Hyde, Ronald Jones, like committee, gross, not great. This is about featured back. That's why he's up here. Otherwise, he's sliding down there. So keep tabs on Phillip Lindsay. You're obviously not playing Lindsay himself, but it will be a big impact to Melvin Gordon and whether he's a truly quality, tasty play, or if he is meh. Miles Sanders, as we covered, not practicing at all either. Some big news, though, at the wide receiver department here. And while that loads, let me get another sip for my McCaffrey sorrows. Oh, boy. 10%. That's good stuff. Fuck. Oh. Oh. All righty. Michael Thomas. That's just in time. You know what? Mike Davis will play for Christian McCaffrey, my opponent has. And Michael Thomas is also on my opponent's team. Thank you, Michael. You're one time not punching a teammate in the face or injuring a hamstring in practice or just being a general dick all fucking season has to, of course, come the week I'm lined up to face you. Do I have him? I might even already have him in my rankings. Let's see here. Michael Thomas, New Orleans. There we are. So it's not a lock he's back yet, right? He's got a lot to clear. He's got a lot to hurdles to still cover. Let's see him make it through the week, and let's see him be active before we crown him. But I want to rank him where he would be should he play, just to give you guys that gauge of, do I go with my backup plan or not? I think it's got to be, I'm nervous he's going to re-injure himself, be a dick, and get ejected. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I don't expect last year of like 15 targets a game, but maybe we get it. The matchup's not ideal for him either. I'd say right around here. I love T. Higgins. I love the matchup for T. So I think this is a safe spot. If I don't have to use Mike Thomas, honestly, I probably won't. Chicago, again, one of the toughest matchups he could have. And he himself, such a risk for the re-injury, all that stuff. Plus, this game just probably won't even be close because the Bears most likely aren't going to have Allen Robinson. Held out Thursday with a concussion. So he is ranked right here. I'm going to take him out. I'm not expecting him to go. If he does, we'll toss him back in. But I don't expect him to play. And, of course, that Foles never had any value anyways. But this offense as a whole is going to be a shitstorm. So the Saints defense, I've seen get dropped a bit. I'm going to have to, you know what? Let's do that right now before I forget. Let's see where the Saints defense bumps up to at home against an Allen Robinson-less team here. There they are. They're already at 9. I would give them the bump like right around here, 6, I'd say. Maybe even better. That we saw the Rams get into Foles all night. That line's not very good. They have very minimal weapons. So, yeah, Saints get a bump up, assuming Allen Robinson, the one pass catcher that's actually meaningful. I mean, Darnell Mooney, 3% owned in his absence? As if he's going to fucking do anything. Like, DK punt play? Okay. Come on. Maybe, but let's be real here. That's what I fucking think about that. But a guy coming back, a rookie that I am interested in, not Darnell Mooney, but Jalen Reagor coming back to the field, baby. I love this news. I wrote an article about this guy as the mustache waiver wire player of the week. And now you don't even have to just stash him. You can fucking use him. And he's still only, 15, 20% owned maybe by the time of this recording. How is he not closer to 70% owned at this point? He is so incredibly explosive, both after the catch, in his routes, all over the field. Literally the definition of a do-it-all receiver on a team that is going to need him to do it all. That, like, insanity. They have no pass-catching viable weapons. A Fulgham, fucking potato, has 10 targets in 3 straight weeks, is averaging fucking over 100 yards and 7 catches right now. You're telling me that Jalen Reagor can't come in and just do that right away? You got Deshaun Jackson knocked out, so that deep speed's going to be needed. Like, I'm looking to where I want to add him. I'm thinking it's like right about, like, fuck AJ Green. Like, that means I'm also pretty high on Aguilar, so I'm going to get him bumped up as well. This is my decision, Wolfpack, and let me know what you think. You know what? I answer enough of your fucking questions, and I love it. I don't mean that like a condescending or mean way here. I love you guys. That's why I do this. But what do you think for me? This is my flex decision for this week. My wide receiver 31 and 32, Jalen Reagor or Nelson Aguilar. Smash spot for Cleveland this week against Aguilar. Number 2 in terms of points allowed. Tons of deep plays allowed. And Aguilar just has that, like, Devontae Parker feel about him in a way, doesn't he? Right? Like, could he be? Brian Edwards is coming back. Fuck Brian Edwards. Like, that matters. Let's be real. Let's fucking be real. It's not abundantly clear. I'm very fucking depressed about McCaffrey. I just have this slight hope. My balls are so blue, as are my spirits here. But Jalen Reagor and Nelson Aguilar. Wolfpack, come on. I've answered your questions. Let me know what you think here. Comment on in, regardless of you're at. I know you're out there, Mitch, Chavez. Hit me up. All you loyal fans, Mike Clay, Jalen Reagor, Nelson Aguilar. Give me your thoughts, guys. Let's talk this one through. Another receiver I have to add to the rankings, Mr. Johnny Brown. Where does he land? I keep putting add tier. I'm going to have like fucking 30 tiers all stacked on one of each other. Oh, good Lord. I've been drinking because McCaffrey. I've been drinking because McCaffrey. Holy fuck. All right, John Brown. Where are we going, Johnny? Where are we going, John boy? He's got to be above Cole. Like, Cole's been steady and consistent, but I want the big play. Let's slide him in here for right now. John Brown. Routinely even last year, dusted the Patriots deep. Excited for that game. The guy on the other side of that, though, on the Patriots side of it, Julian Edelman. What? Knee surgery? Out for, quote, some time. What is that shit? What's the note? This? I mean, you weren't using him anyways, let's be real. But what's going to happen here? Like, do I bump up all these tears? I'm crying because McCaffrey. Alrighty. Sorry, folks. I'm just in a weird place with this news. Facing Mike Davis. McCaffrey just couldn't do it for me. Must-win week. Alrighty. Where are we putting you, Damiere Byrd? Maybe he's a nice DFS punt. We're talking about punts. Damiere Byrd, maybe. Could be a guy. Julian Edelman not practicing. John Brown, though, is practicing on the other side. Could go kind of nuts against the Pats. This past year has not been what it is in the past. A.J. Brown not spotted at Thursday practice. I'll show you. I have him at 4, so, this is a big deal if he doesn't play. This seems like it's routine, though. He's missed some practices in a row, so I'm not too worried about this. I think this is just like a maintenance day, part of his routine. It seems to always be the case. So not spotted at practice. Wanted to throw out Alan Lazard, who is now practiced for 2 days straight. 31% owned. This guy was eating to start the year, Mr. Alan Lazard. The clear-cut number 2, and that couldn't be clearer when his absence, when no one, Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Oh, God, that's a funny fucking joke. Alan Lazard's the clear-cut number 2 there. No doubt about it. So there's an offside chance he plays this week, which would land him, right in this kind of 29 through 30 range. And either way, even if he doesn't, 31% owned, like why is that not 80? It's Alan Lazard, guys. He was crushing it this year. He's going to walk right back into it. Now, the only thing to consider there is the trade deadline's coming up. Michael Gallup's rumored to not be on the block, but Will Fuller might be. If Will Fuller lands there, then go fucking get your bags packed, Alan Lazard. I have nothing to do with you. But we might not get it all depends. Next week we'll find out. We'll do a little trade deadlines show for you guys. I meant to mention this guy, but Carlos Hyde's not a big deal hamstring. You saw he was in my top 20 running backs. As a result, just the offense, right? Volume in a literally the number one scoring offense is always going to be very valuable. And last note, not really sure what this does for the rankings, but just letting you guys know. So I'll pull my rankings out of here. Positive COVID tests for Giants and Chargers. No current plans to reschedule. Okay. So we'll see. Just another one of those things that is in doubt all season. Sketch. Weird. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Just Monday Night Football too for the Giants. Like, hopefully your league has backup plans, because if not, this game could just suddenly vanish from you. So be careful there. Chargers as well. I mean, Josh Kelly's my running back too. You know what my running back 1 is, folks? You want to know why I'm chugging triple IPAs right now? Whew. What a bite. I love it. Need it. My running backs are Tasty fucking Hasty. Jermichael Hasty's my running back 1. Christian McCaffrey, Gibson on by. Edmonds/Drake. What a great combo. But Edmonds now. Can't wait. But like this week, the fuck am I going to do? Wolfpack, not in a good place. I need Josh Kelly somehow so bad, and this game is going to get canceled on me. Last sip. Oh, like a good 17-minute triple IPA there. Fuck. Let's get your questions, because who doesn't want to have questions answered by fucking... I don't even know what to call myself right now. Question for Steven Drakes. Always getting in there first. I love you. Josh Allen and Bridgewater. My dude, I'm going Bridge. 1, you get Thursday Night Football action. Let's get it. You get some fucking action tonight. Love it. But 2, he's facing Atlanta, the number 1 team against giving up points to quarterbacks. But he only put up 19. He actually put up 20-something last time, and that was with an Atlanta team that did 0 on offense because they had no Julio. So there was no, Bridgewater had like 20 at half last game. Trust me, I know, because I own him 1 in 2 out of 3 leagues. And 2, I had him in DraftKings every single lineup, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to win the millionaire today because he's got 20 points at half. And then Julio Jones didn't play. The Falcons sucked a big one. And he had to just pound the rock out. I am terrified. Bridgewater throwing it to Mike Davis another 10 times tonight. I hope to fucking God not, but we'll find out. But yeah, Bridgewater over Josh Allen. Josh Allen's been like 15, 20. Like he's been nothing. He started out the year. I actually looked at this with the Truth on our Wednesday show. I forget the exact numbers, but it was like QB3, 5 straight weeks. And then over the last 3, it was no higher than the 15. So fuck him. I'm going Bridgewater, baby. EK Pugh, you're the man, Wolf. Well, cheers, brother. I have a tiny little sip left, a little drag from here. Let me give it to you. Because who doesn't want the dregs at the bottom of the Wolf's can, baby? EK Pugh. Let's go, Calvin Ridley tunes. That would be my one saving grace. I fucking love it, and I love you. Let's go, Calvin Ridley, baby. Let's go. Give me 3 touchdowns, Calvin. Come on. I'm facing Robbie. I'm facing Mike Davis. If Calvin Ridley can whip it out and slap it over those two and say, I'm the biggest dick on this field, don't know where I'm going with this, but let's fucking go, Tunes. Let's go, Calvin Ridley. Hell yeah. Jeremiah Moore, my man, carrying all the chairs out on a Sunday at church. I love you, brother. Slayton, Boyd, Jefferson at wide receiver this week. Tyler Boyd. Not Slayton. Let's put it this way. Slayton shouldn't even be in this question. I love Justin Jefferson. I love Tyler Boyd. I have Tyler Boyd 15. I have Justin Jefferson 16. So it's as close as can be. I do have Tyler Boyd higher. I love the matchup against Tennessee. I think Tennessee has a better chance. Well, I mean, Green Bay is going to go bomb these guys, right? The other note we should have talked about today is the Vikings have all three of the starting four corners are knocked out. Rodgers last time put up 40 points against these guys. So they are going to be playing comeback mode. Now I'm talking myself into Justin Jefferson, double J, baby. But Tyler Boyd's also in a great spot. So this is a tough one. This is a tough one to assess, Wolfpack. But Jeremiah, which one to bench? Oh, come on, Jeremiah. You're making me sit here and have this inner turmoil, and you fucking didn't even tell me. You bench Slayton. It's not even a question. Too easy. Too easy. Chino Grigio. And just real quick, Wolfpack, again, any likes to boost my depressed fucking state right now of Christian McCaffrey ruining my life on YouTube, Facebook, wherever you're at. And of course, a share to help us get to more people is so greatly appreciated. So thank you guys. It helps us get discovered. And that's the goal here. Let's answer more questions. Let's grow this motherfucking pack, baby. Gino Grigio, love the name. B. Scott, Bernard, or McKinnon. Well, I'll tell you one thing, Chino Grigio. McKinnon can get chucked the fuck out my window right now. So then it comes down to B. Scott or Bernard. That's tough. I'd say Bernard the higher floor, Scott the higher ceiling. Scott the Sunday Night Football hope, the lingering, I'm still alive. Could this guy get me 30 even if you're down? And Scott we've seen put up 34. So I lean Scott against Dallas. Bernard's in a great spot against Tennessee, though. Not a hard matchup. Just like the last one where it was Slayton clear-cut bench, but then Boyd and Jefferson were neck and neck. I literally have Scott 10, Bernard 11. So, I mean, it's up to you. That's your gut. That's your gut. My call, Scott. But there's no overwhelming evidence for me to say Bernard Scott, Boston Scott, Bernard Gio, Bernard motherfucker, whatever his name is, Boston Scott. Catching you live 2 nights in a row. What a treat. Is this a treat, Omar? Are you enjoying this? Do you like watching me unravel on live TV? Even throw in Gaskins. Let's throw out Gaskins. Don't really care when it comes to Boston Scott Bernard. Let's toss him out, Chino Grigio. Carlos Hyde. But Omar, by the way, it's a treat to see you 2 nights in a row. You're one of the best fans there is. You're the man. Carlos Hyde, Hasty, or AJ Green for the flex. Honestly, it's probably Carlos Hyde, the smart play. Again, volume in the number one. Let's make sure his hamstring's fine. They said it's no big deal, but Pete Carroll's also blown 25 guys in the middle of his fucking press conference and said they're the best player ever about to break out, and we don't even see him in the game. So I don't believe anything that comes out of that circle jerker's mouth. I don't know why I'm hating on Pete Carroll. I think he's actually an awesome fucking coach. But he is known to not be honest, is I guess the key point. That's this anger and depression from Christian McCaffrey not playing. Again, this is anything that comes out of my mouth should be taken with a grain of salt tonight. This is not peak Wolf. Let's put it that way. Fuck. I think Carlos Hyde's the play, assuming he plays. But I also need about 50 from Jermichael Hasty this week to have any type of shot. So, AJ Boyd, you want to ride with me and fucking go into that backfield? This isn't the deal with that backfield. Okay, let's talk about it in the actual seriousness here. Is that zone blocking scheme is unbelievable for the 49ers. Jeff motherfucking Wilson. A guy named Jeff Wilson had 32 points last week in this scheme. Jeff Wilson. We know they're not going to feed McKinnon because God forbid, let's feed the guy that we paid the 4th highest paid running back contract. Why would we do that? That makes no sense, right? God forbid. But Hasty saw 9 touches 2 weeks in a row. presumably the next man up after Jeff Wilson. Tevin Coleman could throw a whole wrench in all that shit, but assuming it's like a Hasty McKinnon backfield, I mean, why wouldn't we expect Shanahan to go like 30 times to Hasty? If you want to ride it out with me, brother, I'm going Tasty Hasty. It's so exciting. It's probably going to be horrible, but Carlos Hyde's the smart play. Hasty's the one that makes it move. Bill Jagir, Billy Jigs, my man. Happy belated birthday. I know it was like last week or whenever it actually was, but it was recently, Billy Jigs, and you're the man. Picking an RB2 on my team is about as fun as trying to return a pick six with TK Metcalf chasing me. By the way, feel free to respond if you're still watching, Billy Jigs. Like, did you actually have a nightmare about that? Because I literally woke up in like a cold sweat on Sunday night thinking DK Metcalf was chasing me. Like, actually terrifying. Literally nightmare inducing because I actually had a nightmare about it. There's nothing scarier. What did Cliff Kingsbury call that fucker? It was like, oh, my phone's charging in the other room, but it was something like that young stallion of a man galloping down the field. That's exactly what it was, but I just picture him wanting to actually kill me, and that's what I was like picturing. Yeah, that's not fun. I'm with you there. But the high, thank you. I'm good. The highest ceiling of D. Harris, Latavius, and Z-Moss, I got to go D. Harris. Like, the Pats clearly love him, but they keep getting in bad scripts because the Pats, hate to admit it, kind of suck right now. But Buffalo can be run upon. The Buffalo ferocious, that's a long thing in the past. Nothing ferocious about that run D. And if you're looking for highest ceiling, like the other two are backups. Give me the guy that could get 20 carries if everything goes right. That's D. Harris, baby. Noah Pringle. I loved you, Noah Pringle, until now I'm having a sick realization is I had McCole Hardman starting. He got me a goose egg. Your fucking cousin, Byron Pringle, fucking ruined my week, Noah. Your loyalty is as great as a fan, but I'm starting to question you, Pringle. I'm looking at you, motherfucker. James White or Sterling Shepard at flex for half PPR. Desperate because of buys. Aren't we all? Yes, we are, Noah. We're all fucking desperate. I don't like either. Let's be real here. Can I toss out a few options for you? Rashard Higgins, Nelson Aguilar, or my favorite, Jalen fucking Reagor, because I think he's going to blow up this week and the rest of the season. Think about 2014. Random year to throw out. But Sunday Night Football against who else? The Cowboys. Sunday Night Football against the Cowboys. A fucking legend was born with that one-handed snag only the wolf could fucking imitate. Odell Beckham. I owned him then. He carried me to titles after. And he carried that was the week that turned my week around. I can't ignore history repeating itself. This could be it. And it could be absolutely zero too. But let me know, sketchy Pringle, if Reagor's out there, because I am so in on Reagor going absolutely crazy. I think it's going to happen. I don't like either of these guys. James White, Sterling Shepard, get them the fuck out. Get Reagor in, Aguilar, Higgins, anything, Hasty, something. Just not those two. Because Shepard, normally I wouldn't mind, but against Tampa Bay, that's a good D. And James White, what do you have? He's playing behind Burkhead. Oh, God. I'm done with that question. Noah Pringle. Let me know what else is out there, brother. Hey, brother. Todd Roos. I love Todd Roos. Joe Mixon doesn't play. Do I start Gio over Johnny Taylor, Jacobs, or Gurley? Half PPR. Not Gurley. You're rolling Gurley tonight. And you'd have to make that decision to bench him now. And I'm not benching him against Carolina, who he had 2 touchdowns and 120 yards against last time. No, not benching him. Johnny Taylor or Jacobs? I go Gio over Jacobs, yeah. Sure do. Sure do, Todd Roos. Sure do. Roos. What the fuck am I even saying tonight? I'm in a weird place with this McCaffrey shit. I might need to chug another 10%er and just go to the complete fucking loony bin. Wolfpack, let me know you want a fucking 10%er chugged on air, because I'm honestly not even opposed to it right now. If I get enough yeses, I'll do it. Fuck it. Oh, I like that. Plus Jalen probably going off because Dallas. Yes, AJ Broad, you know the deal, Dallas. Defense is bad. Finishes his thought in a second comment like it. Nelson Aguilar gives Rager a week to get back into the flow. That's Toon's advice. I don't know about it. I just want to kind of ride Rager. I don't want to give him a week, but maybe. I think it's a good, sound, smart decision, Toon, and I appreciate you tuning in. And Omar, my man, tuning in. I love it. Lean Aguilar because no Edwards. Cleveland secondary suspect, but if Ward is on him, that changes things. Not sure who else he would guard. It's a great point because Denzel Ward, the one meaningful part of that defense, is he going to be on Ruggs, though? The number one rookie draft. And we got another one, Aguilar. We got 3 in the Wolfpack. My man Mike Clay, another trusted guy. Matchup is too good. He has a good shootout potential. I think Eagles could go up early. Yeah, I see what you're saying with that, right? Like, what if they go up huge? Do we really think I can't even remember the fucking Cowboys quarterback name at this point, like D'Annunzio, Ratatouille, fucking Tortellini, fucking Noki. What is the dude's name? Danucci. That's what it fucking is, right? Danucci. Could he keep pace? I mean, Michael Gallup saying this dude's slinging all over the yard at practice. Oh, Danucci's gonna suck. So you're right. Like that matchup has more shootout potential. I think it's a really good point. Because the Raiders can keep pace. Cleveland can put up points. So yeah, I see that. Mitchell, my boy. Great to see you, my boy. I don't know why I called you my boy, but great to see you, Mitchell. You are the man. You always tune in, and I always appreciate it. Sorry about CMC. I was looking forward to seeing him. Those blue balls here is maybe taken care of next week. Let's hope I'm even alive by next week because I'm 3-4. My team has not been putting up points without McCaffrey. If I go 3-5, I'm probably out. And the worst part is that I'm facing Davis. So it's like, not only is McCaffrey out and it just like hurts my nutsack, but I have to face the guy that's going to benefit all from him being out. Like, it's just a double whammy. Slap me all over the face. Fuck. God damn it. I appreciate your concerns though, Mitch. You're the man. Sorry about McCaffrey, Wolf. I'm playing Perrine and Fournette in a lineup because CMC is out and Robinson on bye. Yuck. Yuck indeed. But honestly, not that bad. I mean, dude, I'm doing Jermichael Hasty and Josh Kelly. Should we just see who can have a shittier backfield this week? Fun competition, aren't we, in Omar? Oh, God. Any idea which LA Charger has COVID? Let me go back to that. It was a nobody, Mitch. It was just like the Giants. It was like it was Hernandez, a guard. It's a backup. Ryan Groy. Ryan Groy is about to screw up the NFL. Something named Ryan fucking Groy. Groy. That's who has it, Mitch. Backup guard for the Chargers, trying to ruin the NFL. My man, Jacob Beatty. Look who tuned back into a show. Maybe the number one fan of last year decided to get way too fucking cool. Where the fuck you been, dude? I go Teddy. Fuck. I just said it like gut reaction, Teddy. But, I mean, Pittsburgh, Wentz put up like 20-something against Pittsburgh. Lamar gets the bye. How do you bench Lamar when you own him, right? Like, oh, man. That's tough, though, because you know me. So this is another one of those questions. Ready? This is the third time tonight you guys have given me a question that Lamar's my QB8, Teddy Bridgewater is my QB9. Literally one spot within each other. So I have Lamar higher. That's my choice. I actually, in Holy Cross, and to put my money where my mouth is, Beatty, I have both of those guys, and I'm going to roll Lamar. But man, Teddy could throw 3 tonight. Tonight, I mean, he put up 20 last time, and the Falcons had no fucking pulse. So I like the script for Teddy. I really do, but I committed to Lamar, and I'm not going to turn back. It's my boy. It's my boy. Need A-Rob to play. Well, I'm facing A-Rob, Mike Clay. I love you most times, but this one gets a nice one of those. Need A-Rob to play. Really? We'll throw a wrench into 2 of my lineups. Well, I'm sorry, but I hope that monkey wrench gets chucked right off your lineup's dome. Let's talk about backup plans, Mike, because you know I love you, but I hope Allen Robinson sits and sits hard on a fist. Pulled the trigger and got Herbert for Gibson in my QB needy league. Yeah, we talked about that Wednesday. I think it's a great move. My quarterback 3 for the week and just a god on the fantasy football field right now. What's the situation with the weather in Charlotte? Wind gusts? Yeah, it was like, I think they're saying it could get up to 20 miles per hour. But now it's at about 10 to 15. I don't know. You guys tell me. I can't watch the TV because I'm here answering your questions and I love it. So let me know. What is the weather like in there? I'm going based on what the 1 o'clock report was. Dom Rebello, Danger Close, the host of the fucking Great Beer podcast, 3 Beers In. I said it wrong. What is it, Dom? Remind us later. Is it 3 Beers In? It's a great show. I have to tune back in. Football season, you know me. I just don't have any time for any podcast I normally listen to. But yeah, love your show. I listened to like 4 episodes and it was a fucking blast. Arians is Riverboat Casino captain, but does he high praise of AB have your heart pounding or what? Okay, so you want to get me a little happy, don't you here? You want to get me excited again because I do have AB everywhere. Mm-hmm. Trying to remind me, get my sins distracted away from McCaffrey and think about AB. Oh, it's pounding. Right in there, baby. I'm stoked about it. I'm absolutely stoked. He looks fantastic is the quote. Oh, yeah. I mean, who else is going to be the mid? What do we call quarter season awards, Wolfpack? How many of you tuned in at the quarter season awards where we had a question? Who is the waiver wire hero of 2020? This was at week 4. You know who this guy said? Antonio Brown. He's kept his nose clean. He's out of the news, and that's the best news is no news. He's going to win leagues. And I saw it in week 4. I'm so excited, Dom. So excited. Teddy B tonight or Wentz for Anthony Nardella. How do I say it? Nardella? Nard. Anthony Nard. Teddy B or Wentz? In all honesty, I think I go Wentz. I have him QB6. I have Teddy 9. They both have the matchups. I think Wentz gets some more weapons injections. Maybe even Dallas Goedert. Please do it, Dallas. Do it. And then he also gets Dallas. Now, the one thing, though, and I think this is an interesting point Mike Clay brought up earlier of ESPN Insider, is I have much more faith that Atlanta-Carolina game stays tight. And that means more points potential for Teddy B in a shootout. That means the air stays under the ball. Whereas Carson Wentz could just blow the doors off Dallas early. But if he blows the doors off, he's probably racked up some points. Now, this one has me in a blender because I have Carson Wentz at 6, and I'm starting to not like it. Because of you, Mike Clay. All because of you, Mike Clay. Twan, I don't know, Anthony Nardella. I don't know. This is tough. I'm looking at it, and again, I have Wentz 6. That was Wednesday. It's Thursday. I'm bumping Wentz below Teddy Bridge. I'm locking him in tonight. How bad are the winds, though, Twan? Let me know. How bad are the winds in Carolina or Atlanta, wherever this game's happening? I don't even know where it's happening. Let me know how bad the winds are, and I'll give you my honest answer. Aaron Jones this week? No, he doesn't. He doesn't play Cook SBC. As Nick V7 immediately responded to you. No. Couldn't get right. Well, why? Someone scooped him up today. Wish I had someone to drop for him, but I just don't. Drop Drake and for Ayuk, yeah. Someone scooped him for $50. Ooh. Baby, I got him for 2. Now you're making me feel better. Thank you. Need some Calvin Ridley too. Let's go. Calvin Ridley. 3 touchdowns. Shove it in Skinny. Love it. Skinny's my opponent this week. He's a little bitch. If you're tuned in, Skinny, you can suck it. Cook SBC. Hasty RB predictions. 30 carries, 150 yards, and 3 touchdowns. No. I would say this. It's clear they're going to him over McKinnon. I think. I mean, how does anyone know what's happening with Kyle Shanahan these days? He said he rested McKinnon so he could play this week. So now I don't know. I don't know. I hate cut McKinnon everywhere Sunday to find out it was all part of the plan to rest this motherfucker. But Hasty here's the deal. He's looked good. And if Jeff Wilson can put up 31 fucking points in that offense, I could go fucking run behind that zone scheme and put up, -3 because I get tackled behind the line and fumble and get my head taken off. But Hasty himself, his name rhymes with tasty, so that's cool. Hasty McTasty, Tasty McHasty, whatever way you want to ride it. I like him. I really do. I genuinely, and there's owner bias here. I'm driving up a narrative that I believe because I want to believe it. But I think Hasty could get 15 to 18 touches. Jeff Wilson in the first half had like 15. And he had 110 yards and 3 TDs before leaving in the fourth. This dude was killing it because that's how good this blocking scheme is. Seattle's run D's not bad, but we saw a zone blocking team in the Dalvin Cook-led Vikings. Dalvin Cook and Madison both went for 100. So there's a very big eat narrative for the run game. And I think Hasty's going to lead the charge. And I think Hasty is going to Little Giants my fucking shitty-ass squad up to fucking glory. I'm in. Let's go. Cook SBU starting him or what? Let's go. Bernard to start? Yeah. He averages 19 points when Mixon's out. Of course, Vision Assault. He's a start. Aguilar, Fulgham, Ayuk, Bernard, pick 2. So obviously Bernard, assuming Mixon's out. Ayuk against Seattle, no Debo. Smash it. And then Fulgham against Dallas. Smash it. Pirine. Jets. Come on, Vision. Come on. I know this is a dumb question, but please don't hate. Is Justin Tucker a start versus Pitt? This question's kind of dumber that you would like. Bernard's the smash, and Ayuk against Seattle and Fulgham. Both smashes. Is Justin kicker? You always start Justin fucking Tucker. I guess what's your other, like if you have like Rodrigo lingering in your waiver, or, go for him. But yeah. Cooks, SBC, Herbert or Matt Ryan? Herbert. Herbert's God. Herbert's the fucking man. Number 1 quarterback scorer last week. Hasn't had a bad outing that makes me think this guy can't do it at the NFL level yet. In fact, all I see is a guy kind of like Pat Mahomes walking in and just dominating from the start. Only his coach is holding this fucker back right now. I love Herbert. Matt Ryan, decent spot against Carolina, but they've sneakily had one of the better run Ds this year. Or not pass Ds, rather. The worst run D. That's like a run funnel. We talk about funnels. You run against them. I go Herbert. I go Herbert. Not even question to me. Marcos Valdez, my man. Thielen or Julio? Thielen had a big week when they played Green Bay earlier this season. How are both not in your lineup? Like who is in your lineup? How do you not have them both in? This is the 4th time tonight. You guys, why do I do this shit? You guys, this is the 4th time you guys have literally put number 8, Julio Jones, number 9, Adam Thielen. Thielen did have a huge game when they played Green Bay. He has a decent track record against Jair Alexander. Something about it doesn't feel right to me. I go Julio, but Marco, again, it's 9 and 8. They're literally neck and neck. You got to trust your gut, man. Mine says Julio, but I'm not sitting here saying I feel great about it. Tunes, you get that tree picture? No, but I love a good tree picture, so I'll have to check my messages here. Send it on me a text. Did you DM me on Facebook? I didn't see it, but I want to see it. Russell Gage or Trey Burton at flex. Oh my God, Samson. Come on. This is all we got, really? You can't go Gage tonight. Maybe Gage has a good night, but he hasn't had a good game in weeks, and Carolina's a pretty good defense. You can't go him tonight. So I guess Burton, but Riger's gone. Aguilar's gone. Something has to be there. Something. LaMichael, fucking Higgins. I don't know. Did you not act on the waiver wires this week, Samson Julius? Riger, is he there? Get Riger. Get him. Todd Roos picked up Riger and Lazard. My man. Let's go. Don't even need him, but you can never have enough money. A quality life lesson from Todd R. Roos. What's the R stand for, Todd? Tell me. I need to know. Todd Russell? I'm picturing Todd Russell Roos. Tell me I'm right. Todd Russell Roos. Totally agree, though. Get them. Get them both. I'm glad on the show you got them. Don't forget my man when you win a title. Lamar or Tannehill? Tannehill. David Etheridge, Tannehill. My number 4 quarterback. I think that game shoots out, goes crazy, goes ballistic. I go Tannehill. So I'm going Tannehill. That's it. Pick 2, full PPR, Zeke, Connor, or Boyd. Not easy. Questions about Zeke kind of make my brain hurt. Brandon Heath. Brandon, what do we do here? Does Zeke come out with a vengeance? Or is this just like the final grave where we accept this Cowboys team is just garbage without Dak? I go 2 running backs. I go Zeke and Connor. But I love Boyd this week. Sure do, and it's full PPR, huh? It's Zeke. It's Boyd. It's Zeke. It's Boyd. Zeke and Boyd. Final answer. Zeke and Boyd. My man Jeremiah, the king of the chairs at church on Sunday. Is Kirk legit or is he droppable? Kirk is legit. Kirk is very legit. Chino Grigio says yes, another 10%er. Katie Jagir says yes on the chug, please. 3 comments in a row. Well, we've got it hand delivered, so it's the this one. Okay. Pistol Brothers. I think this is my last one of this too. This is the dedication I have to you, Wolfpack. Is my last gorgeous 10%er triple IPA. Here's the deal. I'm not gonna chug like. Don't go back. No. My word is this. I will finish it by the end of the broadcast. I'm gonna take You can't chug a fucking triple IPA. Let's be real, folks.
You could be the first one. Oh my God.
I'm going to save a sip to enjoy, but yeah, that's just about gone. One more for you. Bottoms up, Mitch. Oh, you're back, Pringle? You fucking asshole. I love you, Pringle. I'm just kidding. Riger, Aguilar aren't out there, but Renfro. Hate him. But Renfro. That's your leadoff? But Renfro? But Renfro. Oh, let me run and fucking streak in the street because you got Renfro available, Pringle. Hasty. I go Hasty. You just heard me. I'm all about Hasty. But Harris has more long-term bills. That triple IPA settles nice. Harris has more like actual legitimate long-term value, but for a 1-week stream, I'm going the Hasty McHasty. All about him. Tasty McHasty. John Zerdilla. Chug another one. This is entertaining. I don't know if you mean one after this one. I can't do 2. I just did 2. I can't do 3. But 2 is going to do it for me. Can't wait to see you, Anthony Nordella. Just picked up Riger. Dropped Preston Williams as we speak. I'm shocked he's still there. Omar, my guy. But my question is, where the fuck you been? Because I wrote last afternoon. This has been up since 4 p.m. Riger has the upside to match rookie Odell. Now, I am crazy to think that. It's historic. Is he going to make history like Odell did? No, he's not. But he could go completely ham. Their schedule is a joke. The targets are available. The talent at quarterback, Wentz, is really picking up. And Reiger himself, I really, really just still trust these eyes and think this guy's a stud. So I'm about it. Craig Sarno, that blonde fucking hair. I love it. I'm starting Ridley. Yes. Ridley tonight, baby. Ridley tonight, baby. Ridley tonight, baby. My last sip goes to Ridley tonight, baby. Let's get 3 touchdowns for Calvin Ridley. I don't know what I'll do if Calvin Ridley scores 3 touchdowns, but Wolfpack, whatever the fuck you want, I will. I'll fucking, I don't know. I'll sacrifice a human live on fucking TV for 3 touchdowns. No, but I'll do literally whatever. Like if he scores touchdowns, your request. I don't care. Tell me what you want to see. Calvin Ridley needs 3. Let's answer your question, Craig. Sorry. Got a little distracted at the thought of Calvin Ridley going crazy tonight. Need 2 more receivers. Hollywood Brown, Hollywood Higgins. Is that a name? Who the fuck's Hollywood Higgins? Is that T. Higgins or Rashard Higgins? What are we talking about, Craig Charno? Robbie Anderson, Ayuk, half PPR. I got to go Robbie. As much as I hate to admit it, I got to go Robbie. He's going to destroy me. So at least you could gain from it because you're my boy, Craig. I go Ayuk. 1, because I own him and I'm a owner bias. You know that. I'll admit it all the day. 2, I like Hollywood Brown. No, Hollywood Higgins. So Craig, if Hollywood Higgins is T. Higgins, it's T. Higgins. It's Robbie and it's T. But if it's not T. Higgins, if it's Rashard and you're calling him Hollywood for some unknown reason that I don't understand, then it's Ayuk. Anderson, Higgins. We either have to drop Shepard or LaVisca. LaVisca can go. What do we have? Are you doing a RSJ fantasy pick'em? We should be. CJ, are you tuned in? We got one up. What do we got here? We got Thursday night pick'em. Bring up the Thursday night game on the show. Yep, it's up. So let's go, folks. I'm pulling it up. I'm pulling the Thursday night game up. RotoStreetJournal.com. We breed and feed fantasy wolves. It's up on our Facebook. It's up on our Instagram. It might be on Twitter. I don't know. But let's find out Trevor Williams. Let's see who could win a shirt. Literally 0 shirts this season. The Wolf has too big of a brain. I'm jinxing myself, but here you go. Teddy B. I'm going to get you out of here, Trevor. And banner that talks about Jalen Reagor, my fucking boy. Let's go. Teddy B versus Matty Ice. It's Teddy B. Mike Davis versus Gurley. Hopeful owner saying Gurley, but probably going to be Mike Davis. Ridley versus Julio. Ridley. As you guys all know at this point, it's Ridley. Robbie versus DJ Moore. Robbie, sadly, to admit, I'm going to get smacked. Anthony Nordella, stop texting me. Shut the fuck up, Anthony, and tune into the show. Hills, don't tell him. Hillary, don't tell Anthony Nordella what I said. He tuned in. He was a fucking coward. He's not watching. He says he tuned out. Coward from Anthony. And then Samuel, Younghoe, and Sly. It's Younghoe. So I'm going Teddy. I'm going Gurley. I'm going Ridley. I'm going Robbie. I'm going Younghoe, and I'm winning my own shirt. How exciting. But that's your contest. Find it on Instagram or Facebook. Comment away. Tag 3 people. Let's let it blow up, folks. Let's let it go. Alrighty, back to your questions. Thank you, Trevor, for reminding me to pump that. Craig Sarno, Allen or Herbert? I'm leaning Herbert this week. It's Herbert. Oh yeah, it's Herbert. Absolutely, it's Herbert. It's always Herbert. The guy's a god. You have Teddy over Burrow. I do. EK Pew. I do. Tannehill or Herbert? Oh, three. Number 5. 5 times. Something about this Thursday, man. 5 times. Herbert's my 3. Tannehill's my 4. I like Herbert more, but Tannehill's in the game script that could probably keep it closer. Don't have room for 2 defenses. Have Pitt. Should I drop them for Tennessee or Green Bay rest of the season? No. You let them rip. You let them rip. Start Bridgewater or Lamar. Matchup dependent. I mean, matchup-wise, it's obviously Bridgewater, but I've answered this one for a few people. I cut Bridgewater so I could go Lamar again this week. I'm back in. Trey Burton, Julius is a solid play, I think. Says Charlie. There you go, Julius. I don't agree necessarily. I mean, as your flex, I don't mind him as your tight end because tight ends are just wasteland, but as your flex. Dumb question for Chris Gibbons. There's no dumb questions, Chris. But Koo or McManus? Koo! How do you ever not go Koo? Desperate. That's what we all are right now, Casey Kelly. Desperate for an RB this week. Kamara's an easy start. Genius, you are. Yes. Yes, he is. But Robinson, Mostert, Freeman, not options. No, they're not. Z-Moss, Damian Harris, DJ Dallas, yuck options. I'd fucking kill for DJ Dallas right now. But if Hyde's the guy, then DJ Dallas can suck. I go Harris. It's a couple times I've recommended him here, but they want to get him rolling. Now even more so without an Edelman there. They need this run game. This is Harris's game, folks. Harris. Mike Clay, ESPN Insider. Both the leagues I have, Mixon and A-Rob. I have depth in both, but the one I would have to plug in 2 out of Lamb, Claypool, and Parker. The other, Josh Kelly, would have to go in my lineup. Ew, is right. I'm starting him. So you're shitting on my team on live air, Mike? Don't like that. Nah, it deserves to be shit on. Maybe Josh Kelly goes crazy this week. Who knows? Denver's not a good matchup to do that, but you never know because Herbert moves that offense. If we get a touchdown, Wolf goes crazy. Jermichael Hasty, tasty hasty. You have to have 2 of Lamb, Claypool, and Parker. These aren't good. Yeah, you're right. None of them are like attractive options that excite you. I'd probably bench Lamb though. I mean, what did he put up last week? 0.6. I can't trust them. I can't trust them. Who do you like better between Burrow and Herbie Hancock this week? Herbie Hancock, baby. Love him. Herbie. Sarah Riley asks, would you start Bernard over DJ Jallis, Pete Lindsay, M. Brown, Hasty Jackson? Yes, over all of them. Definitely. Assuming Mixon is out. I have the issue with Wentz or Brady. I think both games, they could get up big, but I am an Eagles fan, and anytime you think that, the game is close. So I'm leaning Wentz in the divisional matchup. Even if they get up, they're going to want to bury the Cowboys. Mike, you've convinced me to go back to my quarterbacks. After you made me doubt my quarterbacks, I will not doubt myself again, Mike. Carson Wentz, going back to 6, where I had him, why I ever moved him, I don't know. You're right. It's Carson Wentz time, baby. He's put up 25 a week against good defenses. Now he gets a crap one. All about it. All about it. What do we got here? Should I drop Coleman? Should I pick up Coleman if he's available? Don't need a running back, but I don't want to keep him. But you want to keep him from other. He's not going to pan out. Yeah, I wouldn't be worried about blocking people. Like, who are you dropping? Mark Johnson. If it's like a viable option, then never. Like, if you got complete trash, then sure. Eli Abbas. Hey, bro. Rashad Higgins, Ruggs, Gage, pick one. Higgins. Let's go, Eli. Ride that Higgins train. Someone spent 50 on Drake. I had no one to drop for Rager. Was going to drop Ayuk after this week for him, but dude dropped Cooks for him. Oh, yeah, I guess you just go scoop Cooks because I'd probably rather have Cooks. But Rager could go crazy. Maybe stupid. Craig, you're never stupid. But I have Bernard. Would you start him over Taylor or CEH? Oh, that's a good question. That's not stupid. Taylor gets Detroit giving up, what, the second, third most points to running backs? Hilaire gets the Jets giving up like the 6th, 7th. I got Taylor 6, Hilaire 9, Bernard 11. They're so close, but I wouldn't do it. And honestly, shockingly, Bernard might have the highest floor, but I don't bench those two studs for him. Only start one receiver. Oh, weird. You only start one receiver in your league, Marcos? Never heard of that. Todd Ryan Roos, the legend. I wish it was Russell, honestly. I would have liked Todd Russell Roos a little bit more. No, Ryan's great. Love you, Todd. Thank you for entertaining me in my depressed Christian McCaffrey state. Matt Ryan, Burrow, or Teddy. Your boy, Drew. It's my boy, Drew. You're my boy, Drew. I go Teddy. I do. I go Teddy tonight. Love it. Jalen Reagor and Sheptavis won. A good pickup for the rest of the season. So in Sheptavis, I covered this at pretty big length earlier in the show. You can check that out. You can check out rotostreetjournal.com. We read and feed Fantasy Wolves. I wrote an article about last night. The short answer is yes, absolutely. Think he could win leagues. If you want the reasoning, tune in earlier or go to the website. Chris Gibbons. Koo or McManus. Go Koo, baby. Wolf gonna stick his dick in mashed potatoes tonight. Yeah, probably. That sounds about right, Todd Roos. Hasty Swift and Montgomery and half PPR. Patty Sullivan. It's never Montgomery. I go Swift out of those guys. I do. Hillary Margaret. Burrow or Bridgewater or Tannehill? Oh, Tannehill. Love me some Bridgewater. He's probably going to throw 5 touchdowns tonight, but I think Tannehill, that Cincy Bengals game could go crazy. I go Tannehill. What do you think about Aguilar as a cheap wide receiver DFS option? What's his price, Matt? I like him a lot. Cleveland gives up the number 2 against wide receivers. They're taking more deep shots. I like it. I do. I'm back, says Anthony Nordella. Oh, let's all fucking throw a parade because Anthony Nordella is back. Oh, baby. Anthony's back, folks. Woo! We got Nordella back. Yeah. Welcome back, Anthony Nordella. Picks aren't on Twitter? Guess not. Check out Facebook or Instagram, Todd Ryan Roos. Mike wrote a paragraph to see Wolf read it drunk. Mike's testing me. He really is, Jeremiah. He really is. Matty Ice or Brady TS, but there is the risk of COVID in that game being canceled. But yeah, Brady, if it's all happening. Listening on radio, they were calling Rashad Higgins Hollywood all day. I thought it was his nickname. Maybe it is, Craig. I've never heard it. Somebody dropped Tannehill in our league. That's pretty bad, Casey Kelly. I had been running streamers rest of the season. I'll look for Tannehill. He's a monster. What do we? That's ridiculous. And you have AJ Breen for nice stat. AJ Brown. Oh my God. For nice stat goodness, Casey Kelly. That is the goodness upon goodness that doesn't stop giving. That offense just hums. Doesn't really matter the opponent. How did Tannehill get dropped? What are we talking about? Great pickup, by the way, Casey. That's ridiculous to me. Last post about the weather I found was windy and rainy at kickoff, 15 to 22 miles per hour. Already got off both of kickers for Rodrigo. I mean, if you got an option like Rodrigo, you go Rodrigo. Some of these other options you guys are saying to me are disgusting. So, okay, maybe we get a low-scoring affair tonight. I hope so, besides Calvin Ridley. I hope Robbie Anderson sits on a fucking fist. I hope Mike Davis does goddamn nothing. I hope. I think 5K on FanDuel. Aguilar, call. Baker calls Rashad Hollywood. That's cool. Thanks, Mike. I guess his name is Hollywood. Hollywood Higgins, baby. I think it could be interesting. Baker loves him. He really does. The guy has Pat Mahomes. Yeah, but still, he could have probably traded you, Tannehill. Stupid move. Alrighty, folks. That wraps up our Thursday Night Football kickoff. Maybe the drunkest I've ever been live on air. I can probably confirm that. And it's all because of Christian McCaffrey ruining my hopes and dreams, folks. But hopefully my advice pans out for you. Let's kill it in Week 8, Wolfpack. Let's have a fun-ass game tonight. Thank you guys so much, those of you that came in today. You're the best. Love you guys all. And we'll see you live Saturday for DFS. If you play Saturday DFS, cheers indeed, Michael Mitchell Savez. Michael Mitchell, I don't even know what your name is anymore, and you're the best fan in the world. Cheers to you. Or Sunday, the fantasy football tailgate. You guys know where to find me. Let's fucking get it. Love it, dude. Love it. Have a great night. I'll have a great night, Mitch. If Mike Davis sucks and if Robbie Anderson sucks and Calvin Ridley whips out that fucking cock. We will find out whether he does it or not. That's the only way I have a great night, because otherwise I'm probably screaming into my pillow, pissed off all night. But Mitch, you guys are the best. I appreciate you guys tuning on in. You're awesome. Cheers to you, Craig Sarno, and that blonde fro. It's amazing. And cheers to you, Omar. That was awesome. You're the man. You're the man. You guys are great. Thank you guys so much. You can find me at Roto Street Wolf. And RotoStreetJournal.com. We breed and feed fantasy wolves. I've probably said 30 times already tonight. So cheers. Best of luck. Let's get this wolf pack. Screw Mike Davis. Screw Robbie Anderson. Let's have a fucking great Week 8, folks.